Well, hello everyone, Black Death here, and I'm trying a new format for my Minecraft Let's Play. I hope you find this a little bit more entertaining than my last few videos. I've been reading the comments and I am working on, integrating other techniques and stuff like that, montage and stuff. Right now I'm just testing out speeding up the footage. It took me a bit to figure that out. I'm new to the whole editing and all that. So bear with me, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for all your comments on how I can improve. You know who you are. You comment on just about every video on how I can, and I greatly appreciate it. But without further ado, so I finally left the beach, and I saw that little glowing thing under the water, and me thinking it would be like that little underwater like thing where I got the shell. I decided I would go check it out, and yeah, that didn't go well. I saw a fish and got the shit scared out of me by a phantom fish, so I fleed, and it took 3 hearts, so I feel like I'm not meant to be there that early of a game. So I plan on eventually going back. I still haven't. I'm still filming the next episode, and I still haven't gone back, and I probably should now that I think about it. So I finally found a village. I apparently ended last episode not far away from it at all. So that was a bit of a bummer. If I had just filmed for like 5 minutes longer, I would have ran into one. I struggled to break the boat. There was a lot of enemies when I arrived, but I was able to achieve getting my first bow, and I got another bone, so Buster might have a chance at getting himself a friend. I know he's looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to it because I always want another dog. I got attacked by a spider and came across this crazy zombie wearing clothing. I didn't know that there was variants to the enemies now. Came across a creeper, my first 1v1 of that. It went better than last time I attempted to 1v1 a creeper. I noticed how all the structures weren't made out. They all looked a lot different than what I remember. For starters, I don't remember there being what looks to and appears to be hay bale. I don't remember seeing these red blocks in the middle of town. The blacksmith had a weird grindy thing, which I can only assume is a grind wheel. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'll have to go back because I tried to mine it, but no matter how hard I tried it, it just wouldn't break, and I also got sidetracked by getting attacked by 2 zombie things. So, and I noticed that yeah, they don't die in the sunlight. I don't know why that is. I'm pretty sure zombies are supposed to die in sunlight unless they're under something or in water. So the skeleton still seems to have to, go under and get some nice shade, but the zombies apparently don't. Spotted an Enderman, so I instantly looked and decided to turn around and go the other way. I noticed the villagers look much different than I remembered. They are no longer wearing their infamous brown robe, and so I waved at them, and I was frowned upon. So I felt very unwelcomed in that group. So I married on my own way, found an iron golem, which was pretty neat to see one naturally spawn, because I don't remember them ever being able to naturally spawn from my previous attempts at playing Minecraft. So I'm happy that they now have a natural spawn and I didn't have to build one out of iron. I came across this villager with a really nice hat, and all I knew is that was the villager. That was the villager I came here for. I wanted him. I waved at him, and that didn't have the ability to trade last I checked. There was another blacksmith thing, so that caught my attention. It was nice. Came across this weird bowl thing on the garden. Knew I was gonna grab that. Found where the I found where the farmer was, and got sidetracked by these rabbits and the red. And I just didn't know what that red was, so I walked over, and wow, the view was beautiful. I never knew that Minecraft even had this biome. Buster seemed to like it too, so we came across this little cave, and I was hearing zombies and spiders everywhere. So I was like, what's down here? And all these freaking cobwebs got in my way, and all of a sudden out of nowhere I see this fucking small spider jumping at me and poisoned me. And I felt like that was like another like dungeon or something that they might have added to the game. So I decided I would just mark it with dirt and a torch and continued along my way. But I wanted to know what this biome was and what this material under me was, because it was so bright and colorful compared to what I'm used to. So I decided I just had to. Sorry, this is me taking a screenshot. But I had to take some and figure out what it was. And I found out it was terracotta. And I knew I was going to have to come back for those reds and oranges, because I loved the bright, vibrant red and the bright, vibrant oranges. So, but I got back on track. I went back to the area to collect my villager with the nice straw hat. And I knew I wanted him, and he just so happened to be by the big bowl, so it was like it was meant to be. And so I went and grabbed a bed for him, because I knew villagers go to bed at night, and I trapped him in my my boat, and I grabbed that, and his hat went away, and that kind of saddened me. And then he randomly got an apron and an eye patch, and I'm like, huh, maybe those things correspond. So I kept, rowing my boat across the sand, and it was a very long and tedious task. I didn't realize I kind of trapped me and my friend here in the desert in a boat, and so I had to mine through this hill to get to the water on the other side, so that way I could get me and my friend back home. And I still haven't came up with a name for him, so I think I'm just gonna start calling him Jim. He just seems like a Jim. It was either that or Marge or Margaret. I found out that the boat needed to be double wide for you to fit through, so I had to go back through with my extreme brain power to dig through all the sand. And yeah, that was fun. It definitely took forever, considering I didn't have a shovel. That had broken previously, so I kept rowing, got into the water finally. I was like, okay, I got this. I can get going. I can get him home now. And so I kept rowing, and look at him, he looks so happy. He's never adventured so far in his life. And it was at this moment I realized I forgot how to get home. So I figured, you know what? The best course of action in this situation is to follow the coast. I kind of followed the coast to get here, other than when I got sidetracked. I came across this floating grass, and I just thought it was so cool. And I found out that those big long things underwater, those are kelp. So I thought they were seaweed, they're kelp. And yeah, saw those little fish things that scared me earlier, and I decided I'm gonna get the hell out of there before they start killing me. And thought this was my turn. I was completely off. Yeah, it was a dead end. So I turned around, and yeah, took another wrong turn. I was getting a little aggravated over this, because I just wanted to get home, and it was getting dark, and I knew I was gonna have to put up with the mobs. It was not looking good for me, and it was rather frustrating that I couldn't find my way back home. Sunset, and I had to come to terms with, yeah, that I was gonna have to deal with a lot of monsters, and I was not looking forward to that, but I finally saw the jungle, and I knew this was it. This is my way home. I know where I am now. So I started tugging along. I looked in the water. I saw everything that I remembered from earlier, and so anyways, I kept swimming and swimming and swimming with my boat, and I noticed that there was a tree that really stuck out on that beach, and it had like a whole bunch of purple or pink flowers on it, but it was surrounded by creepers and zombies and archers, and I was not about to get myself into that situation. So I just kept going and mind my own fucking business, because I'm not about to die again like a total idiot. I saw my little beacon or torch, so I knew I was close, and I was looking forward to that. Cause I didn't want to deal with all these mobs. They're everywhere, and I just so happened to piss off a fucking Enderman. I did not mean to piss off the Enderman, so I just ignored it and kept swimming and hoped for the best. But you know, that Enderman was not having it. God, what the hell is my English? The second I got to shore, he was right there. He was right on me, and he almost killed me. And then I heard a gurgle underwater, and I still don't know what the gurgling is completely. I think it's those zombie things that I fought and got the shell from, but I'm still not 100% sure. And this Enderman, he just would not leave me alone. So I sat there, standing on my boat, staring him down, you know, trying to show him who's dominant here, who's the big alpha. But he stood his ground, so I got closer and swung my sword at him, threatened him, gave him the what's up, want to fight, and decided the best course of action to not end up dead would be just dip, and dip I did. And he has a huge aggro, like he would not calm down, so I just boated as far away as I could get. I just followed the river as far as it would take me until I felt like he would not remember me. So that took me a good minute or two. Got so far, turned around, went back, and I hoped to not see the Enderman chasing me. And I really hoped he just wouldn't be there when I got to shore. So I kept going, turned the corner, you know, slowly looking the other way. Noticed he wasn't there. I was like, sweet, I got this. I'm home free. Yep, turns out there's a skeleton and stuff there. So I'm like, you know what? I'll kill the skeleton and, you know, make it where the spiders won't attack me by making it day. And so I placed a bed and, you know, slept in it. And the skeleton got smart and jumped in the water. So I killed him. The spiders I didn't have to worry about. I wanted those arrows for my brand new bow. So I took the shell, ran into the house, quickly dropped it off, and went out and grabbed the arrows, because I really wanted the arrows, because that might, you know, come to save my ass later on. I placed the big bowl down. I don't remember what it was called. I'm sorry. I'm illiterate and I have a horrible memory. And so I got Jim to shore. I popped the boat, and turns out Jim can't swim. So I had to you know, give him a dirt block as a booster. So that got him to shore. He didn't think twice. He just ran straight for that thing. I think it was. Give me a second. I'm rewinding the footage. The composter. It's a composter. So that's all I really did. That's it. He's here. I have someone to farm my fields now. He's my little slave. He will farm my fields and make my food. He's free labor. And I am looking forward to the labor-free farming. Until next time, though. Bye-bye.